So my name is Jessian Choy, and I work on green purchasing and safe toxics disposal and integrated pest management for all our city government agencies. So basically I help all our 28,000 city employees buy green products and safely dispose of toxic products. I got into this work, well, when I was really young. I was really interested in, after I saw in the 80s, I'm probably dating myself here, but a lot of the, I lived in the East Coast, a lot of the animals getting strangled by a lot of the six-pack holders. So when I was really young, that really affected me. And then, but it wasn't until college when I was working at a restaurant, and in the bathroom I saw a cassette tape lying on the ground, and I happened to, it said, you know, how to get rid of toxic products in your life, something to that effect. And I picked it up and I listened to it. I don't know if anyone else does this when they see a cassette tape in a public bathroom. And I learned about all the ingredients that are in a lot of our cosmetic products and things like that. And that's how I really got into this. It's kind of a random way of getting into this work. And I'm hoping today that my interview today will kind of be like that cassette tape I found on that public bathroom floor for you and all the people you'll be reaching out to, and it'll be as life-changing as that. Sure. Well, we just created a new green product catalog that you might have seen. It's called the SF-approved green product catalog, and it has over 1,000 products that we recommend that city employees buy. And we do a lot of research on what's green. So we kind of try to define what we would consider, what San Francisco would consider as green, looking at a lot of health and environmental criteria. And in 2005, the city passed the precautionary purchasing ordinance. I don't know if you're familiar with the precautionary principle, but basically it asks not how much, instead of asking how much harm can be allowed, in San Francisco with the precautionary principle, we ask how little harm is possible. So that's really, I think we were one of the first cities to implement this precautionary principle. And so we take that and do research on green products and come up with this catalog, and you know, say, after we do all the research, we tell city departments, these are the products that meet our health environment and environmental criteria. So for example, along with the precautionary purchasing, the precautionary principle, we ask, instead of asking, is it legal and safe, we ask, is it necessary? So is it necessary to buy a product that has lead in it? Or is it necessary to buy a product that has mercury in it? So those are the kind of the questions we ask while we're doing our research. There's so many, but I think some of the highlights, I would say, that we're really proud of here in San Francisco is we just created a policy where all computer equipment and servers have to meet EPEAT Gold. So computer equipment, desktops, monitor, laptops have to meet what's called EPEAT Gold standards. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but it's an EPA tool where they look at all the all the manufacturing processes that go into making computers. So the toxic ingredients that go into it, the energy efficiency, they look at everything. So that's what we're really proud of. We're the first city to get all city employees to buy EPEAT Gold computers, as well as servers that meet climate saver standards. So that's one area we're really proud of, because we spend a lot of money on computer equipment, so we're going to make a really big impact with this. And another area is lighting. We were the first city to create a list of energy efficient, low mercury, long lasting lighting products, over 700 products, and create a list kind of where you can see the amount of mercury in each light bulb. Some other highlights would be our pest management program. This pest management program, we have a reduced risk pesticide list, and it just basically ensures that through our program and the list that we use least toxic pesticides as a last resort. So those are, I think, the 3 areas where we make a big impact. Well, I know for me, anytime I go out, I really try to think about how I can make make a difference. Like for example, when I go out to eat, I always make sure I bring Tupperware with me so that I don't have to ask for Tupperware if I have leftovers. That's something anyone can do, you know. Trying to get a recycling setup in your home or your apartment building or your business, or composting setup. With lead, one product I can think of is there are a lot of, I don't know if you're familiar with wheel weights. I used to, when I was in high school, I worked in the, I took a class on auto body shop. And when you want to balance your wheels for your car, and you put these little wheel weights on there that have lead in it. And oftentimes those little wheel weights fall off trucks, fall off cars, and they end up on the ground, and then they can also end up in our water. So a lot of cities are trying to buy lead-free wheel weights, and so now that's what we're recommending. So that's one issue that we're dealing with lead. So just looking at anytime you spend money, how you can use it to protect our health.